Alright, we all knew this was coming, but Nano Banana Pro changed the game completely. The gap between real and AI generated visual collapsed again. For the past few days, I've been pushing Nano Banana Pro to its absolute limits. Not just generating random images, but actually testing it out to see how much control, consistency, and realism you can get out of it. I will also share some cool templates and prompts that you can use yourself for generating better images. So let's dive in. Now, technically, you can use Nano Banana Pro directly inside Gemini. But there are a couple of limitations over there. First is you only get limited number of generations every day. And the second part is it is very difficult to actually work with the platform itself. A lot of times you will notice that it does not process what you have asked in the prompt itself. And that's not because of the model, it's because of the platform. Because sometimes it just stops while creating the generation. And the second part is you don't have granular controls for selecting the aspect ratio that you would want within your image. So all those factors make it difficult to work with this. I personally don't use Gemini for working with Nano Banana Pro. Instead, I use Nano Banana Pro directly inside Hixfield. The main advantage over here is that I'm not logged in with just Google Nano Banana Pro. I can use a lot of different image generation models here. So if I have to just show you, I can use the Hixfield's own image generation model called Soul. And then there is Flux available over here. And along with that, I can also use other platforms like One as well. It also has video generation, so I don't have to switch between multiple tools for creating videos out of my own images. So I can just create an image here. I can recreate it or edit any part of it using any other model. I can also select the aspect ratio that I want, the kind of quality I want for it. And once I've generated an image, I can also turn it into a video directly using this platform. So it helps me save all that hassle of jumping between 4 to 5 tools for just getting one thing done. Another cool thing is Higgsfield is right now providing you 1 full year of unlimited generations using Nano Banana Pro. So be sure to check it out. To use it on Higgsfield, you just need to go to higgsfield.ai and then you have to go onto image section over here and just select Nano Banana Pro, and this will redirect you to the screen. Now over here you can generate images of any aspect ratio. You can also switch between multiple qualities 1K, 2K or 4K, and you can also decide the amount of images that you want to create in every batch, and you can just generate them here. If you use the unlimited mode, you are not charged any tokens, so technically you get to use the model for free. Now, before we dive in with all the crazy use cases, I want to give you this one simple framework. It's called SLCT. Full disclosure, I discovered this through another creator's content, and when I started using it, it was an instant level up in my own visuals. Now, getting on the framework. Every prompt that you put inside Nano Banana needs to have these four important components. First, the subject. Who is the main focus of the image? A product or a person or a AI generated character? You need to provide it and specifically define where it needs to be placed. Second, how's the scene lit? Is it a natural lighting scene or is it a artificial studio scene? It helps control the mood, the realism, and the depth within the image. Also specify where are the sources of the light placed and what colors of lighting are coming from it. But don't worry, you don't have to define all of it. You just need to make sure that your prompt have all of this. And I would be just showing you how you can use AI for writing those perfect prompts. Then the third part is the camera. So, what is the composition? Where is the camera placed? Is it a close-up shot or is it a wide shot? Or what are the different angles? So you need to think from the viewer's eye, like what is the end result that you're looking at. And the fourth thing is text and the tiny details that goes into it. If you are creating an image that has a T-shirt, you need to specify that what are the logos and the text that comes everywhere so that you don't end up with anything random of on your entire image. And Nano Banana Pro is insanely good with this. You can define any amount of details that you want to within your image, and it will follow it exactly like that. So yeah, those are the four things. Now let me show you a quick demo of how to use this framework and generate images using this. I created this image using the framework. If you look at the prompt here, it has the subject, it has the lighting, the camera, and the tiny details. If you go inside the image, you will see that even the text on the bottle, what font to use, everything was already specified in the prompt itself. That's why you see these tiny details on the cover of the mobile and the mug that is in the background. Taking a quick pause here. If you are a business owner and if you are looking to use AI and tools like Nano Banana Pro for growing your business or automating certain parts of your business, then do check out the link in the description below. It's a link to my newsletter where I share what are the exact workflows that I'm using within my business to grow it using AI. Make sure to subscribe to it. You get new updates every week. Now back to the video. The first use case for which we are just trying out a framework is a visual try on. The first thing is I would be just downloading this image that I just created using the exact 4-step framework that we went over earlier. So this is the base image that I generated first. What I like about this image is it looks very realistic. It also has the shadow on top of the garment, and on the lower half of the shirt there is natural lighting coming in from some source. So this has this natural look around the image. Now I will just drop this image in my prompt, and along with that I will get another picture. It's basically of another dress that we want to do the try on with. I'll just copy this image and I will paste it here as well. And then I will just paste in the prompt, and you can also get it from the description below. Act as a professional stylist, dress the models from image 1 in the garments from image 2, and yada yada. Now let me click on generate here to see how the actual output looks. And this is the output that we got. If I look at this image, it has the exact same lighting pattern as the last image. The rest of the things are same. The pose is the same. The angle is the same. You just saw that how much consistent Nano Banana Pro is when it comes to just changing one object in the image. Now let me show you another use case. And Nano Banana Pro is surprisingly good at keeping the character consistent across the frames. So for this, I will take the same model that we just created. I will just download it and I will add it to my prompt. Character consistency was a big problem before Nano Banana Pro arrived. There were models like Popcorn and others that tried to solve this exact problem, but it did not actually go away. I've added the image and then I've added the prompt here. Keep the exact same person from the reference image. Do not alter facial structure, skin tone, body shape, hairstyle, or the age. Only change the environment and the lighting. Preserve realism, perspective, and camera angle. So that's the prompt. If you use this prompt, you will get the same vibe, same character, everything. That's the consistency that you want across the frames. So in the first one, let's try placing her in a outdoor setting. And if I look at the first image, it has the same realism, the same angle that we had before. And if I look at the second image, the character is exactly the same. She's in a cafe sipping coffee and all the details that we asked for. So you can easily use this character across different designs or collaterals that you're creating for your e-commerce brand or any other campaign. Now let's jump on to the next use case. Now this is where things starts getting interesting. Style swapping. So far we have logged in the character that we want and the kind of outfit we want for it. But now we would be playing around with the style of the entire image, the visual story behind it, and sort of the vibe that we want with it. Prompt that I'm using here is keep the exact same person from the reference image, preserve the facial structure, body proportions, pose, and expression, and transform the visual style into a futuristic sci-fi style. So this is the output that I got for this prompt. Now let me try out some other style. I will put comic book and I will just send this. And this looks perfect, exactly what I was looking for. And if you would want to use this entire framework for creating different kind of images, all you have to do is you just need to get this SLCT framework. I will also drop the entire text that you need for using this framework in the description below. And you just need to go to Gemini and you need to describe the kind of output or the task that you're trying to use the model for. I will also drop the other image that I generated. Now, the objective for me is that I want to use this image for creating multiple shots out of this. I will use this image, and along with that, I will also drop the reference image here. And I will just type in my prompt using the SLCT framework mentioned here. Help me build a story where the character shown in the second image travels across the Pacific. Make sure to include at least 5 scenes. So this will help me with the 5 prompts that I want to use within the entire storytelling. And by piecing all of them together, I will have the final visual that I would want. You can also connect all those images as a continuous video, and they have a bunch of different video models here. So Gemini is done creating the prompts for us. All we have to do is we have to just use the reference image that we created at the start, and we need to drop it with all the multiple prompts that we got and then create a visual story out of it. And here's the output that I got using it. All the prompts that I used throughout this video are in the description below. And that's all for this one. I will see you next time.